leg work. Working every week, I do the leg work. Leg work, leg work. Invest it back in me, I make the bread work. Yeah.
What's up?
Yes, sir.
What's up? We here. Plug number 71. Kevin McGee dropping off leg work for us. What's up?
Let's go, man.
Hey man, we don't do
glad
it.
to be
Hey,
here, bro.
Hey man, we don't do
Glad
it
to be
no
here.
better. We perform. We put our artists out no better right here on the plug.
Yeah.
Kevin McGee came through dropping off that single Leg Work live
Leg
in
Work.
studio performance, man. Tell me a little bit more about that track and how you link up with Lil Yoda and everything on that one.
So Yoda, I've been just seeing him around. It's probably been over a year or two. We just running into each other on different shows or different events. And we always see each other. We always say, "What's up, bro?" You know, Kevin McGee, Lil Yoda, how you doing? Blah blah blah. And then we just kept seeing each other,
That's dope.
And then it was over the summer. We went to this boat party, and he was there too. And it was just kind of like man, I've been seeing you everywhere.
Why not?
I mean, you've been everywhere. I've been everywhere.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, let's get something together. Let's do something. So I was like, bet. I had leg work. I had just got that done. So I was like, man, I got something for you. Sent it to him. He came back. He did it perfectly, and that's how you can tell like a real artist.
Yeah.
Because some people would just put like a verse and be done with it.
That's true.
But he came in on the hook. He added the ask about me, I do it, and then put his own little thing to like bring the whole song together.
Yeah.
And then even on his verse, he added little parts that I did too, like the ooh shit. Like he still added that too. So it's like you could tell real artists. So like when he sent that back, I was like, man, it was perfect.
Hey man,
Perfect person.
That's
to
a
give it
jam,
to.
man. That's
Yes,
a jam.
yes.
That's definitely a jam.
And it's real shit too. Like if you want to get out there, we were just talking about it before. You gotta get out. You gotta move. You gotta do the leg work if you're trying to get to that next level.
You already know what it takes. You already know. Hey, you living by the song. Hey man, hey, this is the plug number 71. I'm so excited to have you here, bro.
Yeah.
As far as this San Antonio list thing, I've been seeing a lot of like artists and stuff like that, and they have, you know, the top artists in the city or whatnot. Tell me your perspective on some of these lists that you've been seeing and how you feel about them.
I never really pay attention much to the list because one, it's kind of biased depending on who it is. You have your favorites. I've seen different people they talk about, but it's people they've built with and they've networked with.
That's true. That's
so
true.
it's like these are some of your favorites because you have a relationship with them, and some others may not be, but every list is off of different statistics.
That's true.
Is it because you have this many followers? Is it because you have this many streams?
Yeah.
Are you doing shows? Is it because I have a relationship with you? So it's like I see it. It's cool, like, but it's who's really putting in the work and doing stuff
and who's really putting those lists together as well as important.
That too, like, are they really a credible person?
Yeah.
It might just be somebody, you know, you have your top favorite people that you've been built within the city, so of course you're gonna have them on your list. But some of these people, no offense or nothing, but they might not be doing stuff at the moment or whatever. So it's like this is kind of built off relationship type stuff or
makes sense.
Your favorite. It's like this is your favorite,
makes
but
sense.
Somebody else could have a completely different
list. Yeah, of artists.
It's like whose list is right.
Yeah,
you know?
give and take. I mean, so as far as like, you know, artists in the city, like you mentioned, you work with Lil Yoda. You've been seeing him as you know often as you've been out doing your leg work lately.
Right.
Tell me about some of the other artists you've bumped into that you would like to work with as you continue the journey out in the city and then outside the city as well.
Right. So I just put out a project, And Friends.
Dope.
So that's a lot of different artists from the city too. So on that project, it has Yoda. It has my man Diversity.
Yeah, shout out Diversity. He's part of the plug as well.
Loud City Society. Yeah. That's fam
plug
right there.
64. What's up, Diverse? Yeah.
Also, Deshaun J's on there.
That's dope.
Eastside Fish is on there. Baby Astro's on there. Lito's on there.
Good work.
M. Duke. So a lot of people, a lot of different people from the city. These are people I built relationships with the past 5-10 years.
Dope.
So those are like a lot of the people I rock with in the city. But once again, shout out Loud City Society. They've been doing their open mic. Locals.
Man, you taking it straight through there, because I was like, man, I was going to ask, as far as like the platforms you've been a part of, you guys are definitely building a great platform for artists to perform and express themselves, and then still build fan bases as well.
Exactly, and that's one thing Loud Locals has done, is really given some of these artists who have never performed before, who have very little experience performing, or even pros who are just been out here killing it. It gives them time to practice and do things. So it's like this open mic has really opened doors for a lot of people, and the thing we say at that night is show love, get love. So when you go there, it's different from a lot of local shows that you go to where you just show up, perform, and leave. This is like everybody's here to show you some love. They're gonna show you. So that has built a lot of relationship, and I met a lot of people like Mike Brunch, like Calamari, like a lot of these other dudes in the city, and who I've been building with Zoji, a lot of people who Hyphen, a lot of dudes that I'm starting to work with in the new scene, because it's like that community has opened up a lot of like new eyes for people. It's like when you're moving around the city, there's so many different communities,
and then so many artistries. I was talking about with diversity about that as well. It's like they will have people from different genres come to the show, and you be like,
R&B singers, you got people who play
guitar. You be like, this dude singing country, and then you have some people doing pop.
So it's like, man, I need a guitar on my song. Boom, you can collaborate, or people. It's just I've met so many new people through that community too. So it's super dope.
Tell me more about the importance of being able to build those relationships with these people outside of social networking, because a lot of the things that we do is social networking based. But I've been hearing a lot of like, you gotta have your feet on the ground. Tell me more about that. You tell me more about your marketing strategy as far as keeping your feet on the ground, and not just on social media.
No, it's very important. It's from like promotion to like promoters to artists to anybody, DJs. You still have to put in that legwork and put your feet on the ground and really tap in with people, because there's so many people who will like your stuff on Instagram or whatever, say, oh, you're dope. But they never come to your show, or they never come to whenever you're DJing. But when somebody pulls up and like, hey, bro, like,
what up?
What's up, man? Like, I'm here to check you out tonight. It's snap. Like, it's a different feeling. And then, same thing with DJs and promoters. Promoters go out there and they put those flyers in cars every single night. So it's like you gotta like be everywhere. You gotta put your face everywhere. And that's kind of like what I'm trying to do right now. Just be on the scenes, holler at the DJs, holler at the podcasts. That way, it's just like in people's faces.
And like I mentioned to you before, we kicked off the podcast, man. I'm loving the way that you're moving. You have your social media presence at Kevin McGee 33 on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? But you got all your music out there, for everyone to see. You starting to put more visual content as well, and then you're doing a good little circuit. Tell me about your circuit and your strategy right now. Networking with the DJs and the podcasters.
So I've always wanted to tap in with DJs and the media as well. And I've done that here and there. But this week I just got a full week just to kind of like you said, hit the ground and get out there. So this whole week I'm just sitting down with different podcasts. I'm pulling up to the clubs, to the DJs, and we're pushing this Legwork single.
Facts.
But then we're also pushing the projects I have. The And Friends project, as well as my solo project, Come Back Kev. So we're just out here networking so people can just become aware to those things.
What's going on, man? That's dope, man. So as far as, you continue to building out your platform as well, we go get a visual? We getting some visuals to Legwork? What we got in store for that?
There's going to be a lot of different types of visuals. So we're going to have, we've done little different content pieces. We've done, pictures. We've done performances where we have, like the live performance. we've done content as well. Like we just dropped the kind of like the lyric video, kind of like a live performance over the past weekend.
That's dope.
But we're also gonna have like content where it's kind of like a music video esque, but it's just more content to keep pushing the song, and then of course we're gonna have an official video too. So there's gonna be a lot of content that goes with it. A lot of different we're popping out too, doing shows together. It's like every other week we're doing something to kind of promote the song and keep it active.
That's what's up, man. So definitely make sure y'all stay plugged in with my homie here. He's going to be doing a lot of movement. He's going to be on the rise here in the city and just in general in the game. He's going to be your favorite rapper, and he came right here on the plug, right here, right in the beginning, right here. You like, dang, I remember him on the plug 71. Yeah, now he over here doing this and doing that.
Cities doing it.
That's what I'm talking about. What are your goals going into 24, man? We got a couple more days left in November, and then we about to exit 23. What you got in store for 24? Anything in particular?
So, excuse me. Like I said, I just dropped those 2 projects. Comeback Kev is my solo project. It's just all me, 10 tracks, no features.
Okay,
I'll put that out probably around summertime.
Okay.
And then And Friends is like all features.
Okay.
So that's the ones I told you about with like all the artists I was talking about.
Yeah.
That came out in October.
Okay.
So rolling into the new year is pretty much just promoting those projects. I want to bring different attention to different singles. There's a lot of great songs on both of those projects.
Dope.
So I want to continue to shine the light on them. Like, of course, we have Legwork that we're pushing.
Of course, yeah.
Breaking Up with Diversity. That's another big record that really got a big, strong push at the beginning, and we're gonna keep circling back on that one.
Hell yeah.
Heavyweight with Baby Astro. We got the Mandalay Bay one with Eastside Fish. So we're gonna start getting into more visuals.
Good. Hell yeah.
A lot of videos, and then, like I said, doing more media, more radio stuff, and then just trying to take it out the city next.
Yeah, hell yeah. I wanted to ask you, as you mentioned, you'll continue to push more visuals out. How you feel about music videos nowadays? Us growing up and people, growing up, we used to have BET, the countdown. Music videos used to be, a big thing, and then later on, like the 2010s, it was like, all right, YouTube kind of took over the whole music video thing.
Right.
How important do you find music videos nowadays compared to, maybe before?
So I think it's still important to have a music video.
Yeah.
Because people are going to look for that. Yeah. They're going to look for it, and we still have the people like us who we like watching a music video.
Facts.
So I think that's very important to have. So even with my popular songs or my stronger songs, I definitely want to shoot full official music videos for them.
Yep.
But I understand the time that we're in where there's not a lot of platforms to push that music. We don't have 106 in Park. We don't have
only one.
MTV. If you're going to watch it, it's going to be on YouTube, but you have to search for it.
Exactly, yeah.
So
hopefully your homie put you on, or you found it
so
here
unless you're searching for it, they still need that shorter content to find that music video. That's why I said, like, even with the songs we're doing like music video kind of clips, but they're shorter, 30 seconds, a minute, maybe a minute and a half, but it's still kind of like a music video.
Okay.
And then it's going to keep you engaged and be like, now I want to see the official music video.
Let me see this. Let me see the whole body
Everything
of work
together.
That's
so
good.
I think nowadays you need both of them.
That's good. Yeah,
you need both now.
Good strategy. That's what we were looking for. Hey, we're gonna make sure to tap in as well with you. Make sure you follow him on Instagram as well, Kevin McGee. I did notice that Little Yoda project was like you shot it like a quick little, clip of it, and then it was it. I was like, okay, where's the rest of it? But that's a good strategy.
And we got some more stuff coming too, where we were actually just shooting over the weekend, where it was kind of like a music video, but it's not the official music video. So we're still
Good strategy.
And it's super dope too. Shout out to Average Kid.
Yeah.
He shot some content for us over the past weekend.
Dope.
And man, it looks
crazy. Excited for it.
Crazy. It could be the official music video, you know, but it's like, nah, we still got some more up our sleeve.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we're excited to stay tuned as well. Make sure you drop that official video off when you get it, man. I don't care if you gotta be on here on Zoom or come through, but make sure you bring that video through. You feel me?
Yes, for sure.
So we're excited for that. Tell me a little bit more getting into the game, some of the battles. At what point did you feel like giving up and really putting, you know, music behind you, and what kind of made you like, hey, let me take this to the next level?
Yeah, I think just life, like having, because things can get expensive, especially when you're doing it at a higher level.
Facts.
It can get expensive. You want to like market yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the studio to record. You gotta shoot videos, which can cost a lot.
Yeah.
And then just even little marketing things like business cards or
anything,
all the little things, stickers or whatever you want to do, merch. It all costs a lot of money, and at times it's like even like just back in the day, whenever you're really trying to like survive, you know, you're living on your own now. You're trying to like do your own thing, and it's like you don't have the best job. Yeah. So like really, your job is just check to check. You're paying the bills. And it's like, how can I fund?
Yeah.
How can I record? That you gotta choose. Do I go to the studio or do I wait on this bill this week or whatever?
Exactly.
You know? So
real life shit.
Those were some times where it's like you really have to make those decisions. Like, man, am I gonna stick it out? Am I gonna push through this, or should I put it down? But then once you start seeing some of the love or some of the things that come back, it's like that's what gives you that energy to keep pushing. It's like, oh man, people are rocking with this new song. Man, I'm glad I went to the studio and recorded that day. Man, people like this content I just dropped. Like, okay, now I want to do some more. But it's just a roller coaster of like
being there and handling those moments where you know you like, hey, I don't feel like nobody's seeing this.
Nobody's supporting it. Nobody's showing love right now. But then you do something else. Yeah. A month later, and then you get a lot of love. And it's like, all right,
like, okay, there we go.
Yep. And then they hit you again. You're like, damn, why ain't nobody fuck with this?
Yeah. And that's why I agree, because I do have those waves, but those waves kind of push you, you know, while you underneath.
They motivate you to do something else.
Okay. Let me keep this going. Let's keep this going. But man, I'm glad you're able to be a part of this platform as well. Getting into hip hop, you know, tell me your first put into pad moment, and then you know you getting started. It would make you use this as your outlet and express yourself using the microphone.
It's probably early on, like maybe like middle school stuff, like just like freestyling with the homies and stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But then I had a friend. So my best friend Israel, shout out my man Iz.
Yeah.
We used to go to his house and play basketball, but then one year his cousin came down, Richie Flo. Shout out my man Richie Flo.
Yeah.
So his cousin would come down every summer, because he stayed. We were in Houston, and he stayed in Denton, which is kind of by Dallas.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
So Richie, he would come down every summer, and at first we were on some like just kid stuff. He would come down and do like. He was really into magic, so he'd do like all these David Blaine tricks to show us. But then one summer he came down, he brought his computer and like some older program to record, and we're like, we think he coming down with the magic tricks again. I'm recording now, I'm doing music, so like we started like we're already freestyling and like just like playing around with it. But then we're like, all right, well let's write something, and like. We started recording for like that summer, did a couple songs or whatever. And then, once you start hearing your voice, you're like, oh snap, I'm cold now. But then he went back home, so it was like we had to kind of figure out, all right, how can we get a computer and get the stuff going. So that was the first time. It's probably like middle school, going into high school, where we first found that like love for music. Like, all right, I like writing. I can't wait to like go back down there tomorrow and lay this verse I wrote tonight. You know? Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about your style and your music. How would you explain to the listeners and the viewers your music and how you kind of come, on the track and stuff like that?
So I think I'm very like versatile.
Yep.
I have a lot of different influences. Of course, I have my Texas and my Houston influence. But I love hip hop and I love like, Jay-Z and Eminem and Kanye and Wale and lyrical people too. So I'm very into my like lyrics and bars.
Okay.
I'm into R&B. I got an R&B soul. I just don't have the R&B voice. I do some harmony and stuff in there too, but so a lot of my music has like harmonies or more melodies, more melodies in there. But I have a little bit of everything. I have like that Texas influence. You're gonna get lyrics. You're gonna get bars. You're gonna get melody. You're gonna get. I'm very big on like Nipsey Hussle and guys like that. So you're gonna get like inspiration and like get out there and grind, like leg work. Get out there and push. So like you're gonna get all of that kind of. It's kind of like anthems to like
pushing,
get you going. Up. Be like, I'll put this on in the morning.
Yep.
While I'm riding to work to like get me ready. I'll put it on in the gym to like
get yourself going.
Get me through it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Are you also on Apple Music, Spotify, and everything like that?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more. How can we connect with you on? It's just Kevin McGee.
Yeah. So I'm on all platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, all that stuff. And yeah, just Kevin McGee, KEVIN MCGEE. When you go there, you'll see all my music. You'll see like the And Friends project, Comeback Kev project, all these singles that we've done, Breaking Up, Leg Work. You'll see them on the page.
That's dope. Yeah. That's dope. Excited. So make sure y'all go check that out. Tell me the importance of putting out your music on these streaming platforms these days, because it ain't you can go hand out, whatever. I don't know what you hand out these days, but
the game's changing, and like the same thing like you were talking about with the music videos. I think we still got to use some of the old school formula, but we got to adapt to what's new. So we do want to still go out and hit the streets and be like, hey, here's some flyers. I don't know about CDs.
Yeah, no.
You might want to have some, and there is a community for it.
Yeah.
Because shout out Baby Astro.
Okay.
He does a lot of stuff with CDs and even cassette tapes.
Wow.
And there's a community who still like to listen to music on CDs, cassette tapes, even vinyls.
For sure.
There's still a community for that. But the majority, you have to have a little bit of everything.
Correct.
So yes, you want to be on all platforms. You want to be so if some cars nowadays, they don't come with CD players.
Yeah, you like. Hey,
so you gotta you gotta Bluetooth it.
Yeah.
And on your Bluetooth, what are you listening to? YouTube
or
Apple Music or Spotify, one of those.
Yeah.
So if people want to listen to you, you want to make yourself as easily accessible as possible.
Facts.
You don't want to make it hard for people to listen to you.
Yeah.
Because especially if you're new, you're not Drake, you're not Kendrick. People aren't gonna just search and search and search. They're gonna give you 2 or 3 tries.
Yep.
And if it's too hard, they're gonna give up and go on to the next.
What's going on there?
So if I went to one platform and you're not on there, all right, let me check another one. If you're not on there too, there's like, you know what? I'll just wait till he drop something new. So
until you see it.
So it's I just feel like you gotta have everything. You gotta have the CDs, you gotta have the USBs, you gotta have all those things, but be on all platforms as well. Be on SoundCloud. Be on Audio Mac, whatever it is.
And then nowadays the AirDrop is accessible. Have that right there and be able to AirDrop that bad boy. Like
that's something I just started really getting hip on, and it's amazing.
Yeah. I think if we can use that a little bit, like when we have the shows or whatever, and you perform, and like, hey man, I need y'all to open up y'all AirDrop real quick. I want to drop this song off to y'all, and then be able to airdrop, and whoever's open
that way. I usually think about just like, hey, giving a DJ a song, but
correct,
man, to give the whole crowd an unreleased song, that'd be cool.
And I thought about that because as a DJ, I've done some of those events where it's for all the artists, and I'm like, bro, you gotta email me, and then I was like, oh no, you could just airdrop it to me, airdrop it, and then I'm thinking like, after you perform a dope song and people be like, man, that song was dope. That song was dope.
Yeah.
Hey, man, if y'all
want. I'm opening this airdrop for 5 minutes. Yeah. Y'all hop in there and you can get it.
And I'm going to drop it right there. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. So I thought technology is definitely moving, you know, to that direction now. So, hey, be ready because Kevin McGee's going to be around. And you better have your airdrop open. Because leg work is coming through.
give me a big ass show. I'm about to airdrop everybody.
Open it up. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
So man, that's dope. Lastly, before we get you out of here, man, I appreciate you coming through. I know we've been chatting and it feel like I know,
like
man.
5 minutes.
Come
I'm
on,
like,
bro.
You wrapping up?
No, that's why I'm looking at the time. I'm like, bro, we pushing it.
It's been dope. It's been dope. I love the conversation. It's genuine. So it's cool. Yeah.
It's dope, man. Before I let you go, man, what's some good advice that you would give yourself as you continue to, you know, push or artists that continue to push in the game as well? Definitely being from San Antonio and not having a super duper platform like, you know, other cities do.
I would say just work on your consistency. Be consistent, and that doesn't mean you have to do something every day. It could be once a week. It could be once a month. You know, just be consistent with what you do, and you have to have a plan. So to be consistent, you have to have a plan. So plan your stuff out. I'm dropping 5 songs next year. I want to do boop, boop, boop. I'm going to shoot a video. I'm going to do this. Let's just make a plan. So every week you have something. You have some content. You have a video. You have a picture. You have something to
hold yourself
show
accountable.
Your consistency. You don't disappear for 2 months and then pop back up.
Right? Exactly.
So I would say just be consistent and network, man. Get out there and network. That's the name of the game. It's about who you know and not what you know. Of course, you need to know, but the more people you know, the more
easier
rooms you can get into.
That's dope. Good shit. Man, finally, any shout outs that you want to give? And of course, how can everyone tap in with you and follow and all the above?
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody who's just been supporting the grind, supporting the hustle.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out my wife. Shout out my family. Shout out all the homies on AM Friends who have been pushing this thing for a minute. My man, Lil Yoda, we about to get the leg work moving. Shout out Diversity, Breaking Up, that's still going crazy.
Yeah.
Loud City Society, that's fam right there, so they've been holding it down. Shout out, there's so many people. But
hold them down.
Keep showing love, keep holding me down, and you can find me Instagram and all platforms is at Kevin_McGee 33. And then on all platforms, just Kevin McGee. You can find me right there.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming through, dropping off that single as well.
Sir. Appreciate you having me.
We will have that visuals. We're going to be following you as well, promoting, doing what we do as well. This has been the plug number 71. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to end you out
Kevin
with,
McGee. Yeah, let's get it.
Let's see what we got. I'm going to drop that breaking up I've been talking about.
Come on then, let's get
Shout out Diversity, let's get it.
Yeah. Way to wrap up the show, man. Appreciate you, dog.
Yeah.
Yes,
sir. Hey, thank you for having me.
This that body shit, not a hobby shit. This that shoddy kick like obvious. He'll demolish this. Get a homie lit. Probably get a
This Diversity right here?
That's me.
Okay.
Diversity's next.
Yeah. With the finest chick, that's Bonnie, bitch. You can't get too close, that's where we hide the sticks. I'm honored though. You can get a pic, but don't be sliding.
Plug 71. Like, share, subscribe. Kevin McGee, what up?
Always on the road, makes it tire spin. How you been? Cloud talk. You can come and fly again. Big dog, loud bark, but you wouldn't buy the thing. If it ain't about money, honey, please do not invite them in. I didn't rock the boat and dust the office. She gon' try it again. I've been in a frenzy. It's about Benji's. Tell them hit me. I've been in the city. Now I'm dipping. Now they get me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another one we put
Yeah.
on the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga been chill, working the wheel like a pimp, not a simp. I just vibe, but in time, I'ma talk my shit. Put in work so many years, I get lost in that bitch. Where shoes been feeling like they fashion, how I'm rocking that shit. I could put that shit in stone, I've been carving all day. Cliff hanging when I'm just alone. It's rocky, but I be straight. Playing with flagrant fouls, it's proving they hate me now. I'm like, wow, they really hate me the second time around. Aiming at me, you gon' hurt your neck just from aiming up. Up like the tippy, but good luck, go break a tibia. If it's us, they envious, I'm afraid it's a pick me up. They just saying they so hard, I swear to God, they need to stiffen up. Painting my picture, it's all vivid, then visually you'll get lost in it. Get your ways to be authentic, they think it's fake, the bitch augmented. I can pull up in a lot of ways, I prefer to pull up when it's not rented. I can pull up with a lot of niggas, I prefer to pull up when it's all women. Clock out. Waking up, you laying up. Get it with the gang and break it up.
What's this one? What's this one more time? Come on.
Breaking up.
Yeah.
Breaking up. If it ain't about a thing, you breaking up. You breaking up. Hello? 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 Hello?
Yeah.
Get it with the gang and break it up. We break it up.
We staying up, we breaking up. If it ain't about a thing, we breaking up, we breaking up. Hello? 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 Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We here, Plug 71. Kevin
Yeah,
McGee
yeah.
came here to show out.
Let's go.
Make sure y'all plug in, man. We out. Yeah.